Hey everybody, and welcome along to this week's edition of the Irish Golfer Podcast. Peter Finnan here, and joined by Ronan McNamara.
We're back at home.
We're back, baby. We're back. It's good. It's good to be home.
It is. It's better than being online. I don't like it.
I know. I'm the same. Sometimes we're here, there, and everywhere. It has to be a bit, but lots to chew into this week. But before we do, I think. Do you know what? Even before the podcast sponsors read, I think I owe people an apology.
You do.
This whole Shane Lowry lark. I've let myself down over the last 2 weeks, haven't I?
He was going actually not too bad, and then the minute that clip surfaced online, it was a complete nosedive.
Just so bad. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I got sucked into it. I still think he'll do well soon, but like he needed the soft conditions that they had on Thursday and Friday would have. If he made it through, he would have done well at the weekend, or if we had firm at the start. But yeah, it's all hearsay. I fecked up.
You did.
Fecked up.
You owe a lot of people money.
I gotta take it. Yeah, probably do. Yeah, don't be sending me your bills. I'll take ownership. Right, this podcast is brought to you in association with Flowgas. Flowgas.ie. Go on. What do they do?
Gas, solar, LPG, and everything else.
Dual fuel.
We have a podcast coming out, by the way, eventually, and I have got this right.
When?
In the future.
Okay.
I have a pre-recorded one with Lorcan Morris. I have it right, yeah.
So yeah, visit flowgas.ie if you are looking at I couldn't believe the other day the price of petrol and diesel has gone through the roof, filling the car up. I'm dreading the next electricity bill or gas bill that I get through. So if you are in the market for anything new with electricity or gas, do visit flowgas.ie for all your household, commercial or business plans. So gas, electricity, solar, dual fuel, EV charging, cylinders and LPG. Flowgas.ie. Right, the players. Where did we start with this?
It's simmered and then it got going for about 10 minutes and then that was the end of it.
Question. Is March major?
No.
Oh, it's close.
No, it's not. It's
close.
No, it's not.
It's close.
Not at all.
I think it's close.
Well, close isn't good enough, is it?
No, I really, it did. Yeah, you're saying like it simmered along, then it boiled over. It was brilliant.
It was brilliant for about half an hour or so. Yeah.
Even when Åberg was flying, I was into it. There was a lot of good names at the top.
There was, yeah.
Like it was a proper leaderboard. We haven't had that in a while.
But it felt for so long that loads of players were getting to 10, 11 under, making a mistake, getting 10, 11 under, making a mistake. And then Åberg obviously completely just threw into brain farts and lost the tournament.
But the course was just getting harder, the firmer it got. And we've said this so many times.
But there's nothing hard and firm about putting two balls in the water.
No, I know. Yeah, we'll get into that. That's different. But like the lead was 12 under after 2 rounds and 13 under wins the golf tournament. That is unusual.
Yeah.
Like golf course, for me, the golf course was the big winner here. It's just an unbelievable test. I love how this is set up, the conditions when it firmed up. It's an exhausting golf course to play for pros. It's one of these strange, like it's not your modern long beast of a golf course. It's like it's short long, if that makes sense. You know, it's not really long.
Yeah, you don't have to take driver off every tee.
Yeah, and it takes players a long time to adapt that because you get there and you think you can overpower it because of the yardage, but you can't. It's such a good design. And I know from going there in January, not sure if I mentioned I played there in January.
With your buddy.
Once or twice. Buddies.
Mick
and Niall. So no, it was just a different experience. Like I've always enjoyed watching the players. But to have played it, now we played it in awful conditions, like it lashed rain. And they got like 20 mile an hour downwind. They were ripping sand wedges in from the same tee box on 17. Like we were playing 20 mile an hour the other way into it. We were hitting 7 irons.
Yeah, that takes away from that hole, I think, doesn't it? Has to be a wedge because you can spin it into the water and it can all go wrong.
Downwind, though, I don't know how the pros do it downwind, and we'll get stuck in. But yeah, the golf course, it was. Yeah, it's tricky. Like even when you take Cam at the players, this is his 5th players. Miss cut, 51st, 54th, 61st, and win. It took Tiger 5 stars to win his first in 2001, and he's better than most.
Yeah, but McIlroy has
so above your head.
McIlroy is. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. McIlroy has 2 wins, but outside of his 2 wins, hasn't had a top 10 there since maybe like 2015 or something.
Yeah,
around that time. So it is a weird course. Form lines sort of go out the window there. And you're after speaking about how the golf course is the big winner. There's clearly, with the modern game, a style of golf course that can maybe just put the blinkers on the long hitting and the hitting wedges into every green, and it's that when it's long, rough, and firm greens.
Yeah, rough like that. It's a real equalizer, you know. To put there's no, and this is what I like about golf. That it's not all the time that the golf course dictates. Like you look at the stats, the fella that hit the most fairways, the fella that hit the most greens, are the 2 lads that ended up at the top of this leaderboard. That doesn't always happen. Like a lot of times you can just pump it as far down the hole as you want, and you're flicking in from anywhere, or a lot of guys, if the course is soft, they're aiming for the rough to try and take spin off things like. So this is not that test, and that's why I love it. Yeah, I think it was just brilliant drama. They're going changing a couple of things on it, but I think Davis Love, they're doing the 12th hole, drivable par 4.
I thought you were going to latch on to what Kevin Kisner said there last week.
What?
About how the Europeans were aiming for the rough.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that on the first.
We laughed at you for saying that in September, and you were proved right. I thought you would have brought that up again.
Nah, listen, I'm seldom wrong, you know. Unless until it comes to Shane Lowry. But it was good. I'm Cam Young. Like, I did not see Cam Young winning this golf tournament right up until
he won it.
Until he won it, yeah, pretty much. He's gone up on my estimations. Yeah, I'll get it out eventually. But no, he's gone well up. His 17 was unreal. What he did on 17 and 18, because even 16, when he had the fried egg in the bunker and he had the game to actually just pitch it out, give himself 2 putts, not make any mistakes. Because you've seen how awfully wrong that hole went for someone like Bobby McIntyre, who also had a bad lie in a similar position, not in the bunker, ends up putting it in the water. Like, you've no control over that, whereas Cam took control when the shots needed to be hit, which you couldn't say about Cam Young before. When they needed to be hit and the pressure was on, he stood up to it and he knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, absolutely. A big thing about that, you can relate to the shot into 17 and the drive on 18. I think he said, I'm going to stand up here and hit the best shot of my life. And I suppose in that regard he did, but it's his putting that has been the real game changer for him. Like, massively improved on the PGA Tour putting wise, was 7th at the Players, 7th all overall in the 2025 season. Just making putts that, you know, he never usually would. Those putts that would maybe dive pace at the front of the hole. Like the big putts he made, obviously 17, grid up and down on 14, and then made about a 7 or 8 footer for was it a par on 11? They were huge momentum shifters that Cam Young of maybe 18 months ago would have missed.
He is a different player, isn't he? Like, you go back, it took his first win at the Wyndham, he was close to 100 starts. He'd 7 or 8 second place finishes before that. He kind of proves the point, and this is where Åberg falls into it as well. Like, you don't just arrive out on tour and you know how to win. Even though you've won to get there and at different levels, it doesn't happen like that. You have to learn the heat of the moment, what goes on in battle, how you react in battle. And Cam, he's served his time, like.
Yeah, and like this is I know him and Åberg have both won, but this is a definite step up in class.
Oh, massively.
Like, it's not a major, but it's certainly if you win at Players, you should be thinking, right, my next step is 100% to win a major championship. And like Cam Young went up against Rory McIlroy in Dubai, was it 2 years ago now? And he just completely fell apart in the greens, wilted away. Then he kind of went away for a while and maybe just kind of burst back onto the scene. Then at the US Open, he semi-contended for that, got a top 10 finish, then winning at the Wyndham. So there's been progression. He's back sort of on the hamster wheel again, and up to world number 4, and he was already a contender for majors, but he'd be one of the favourites now going into Augusta, I'd say, as well.
Yeah, and that's 2 wins and 10 starts. Like, you know, he's messed around with his caddy situation last year. I know he'd Paul McBride on the year before as well. Doing so. He seems to like that, having buddies on his bag, and he's in a good place with that as well. But 2 wins and 10 starts, that's at that level, and one of them being the Players and where he's at now. Like, yeah, I've always questioned his mentality. I've always questioned if he had the mental fortitude to go and claim a big event like that. Even the Wyndham, he was like 7-8 clear. For him to stand on the 18, because he addressed it in his press conference as well, said, like, I've never really been in that situation, tied for a lead, standing on the 72nd hole. So
and
I had to...
going head to head with the fella beside you as well.
Yeah, exactly. And knowing what you need to... And teeing off first. Doing what he did on 17, I don't think you'll see a better back-to-back tee shots in any championship. In that, like, it's so hard to explain how hard that 17th hole is. And I can only imagine playing a 20-mile-an-hour downwind with the hole, like, the flag javelled onto the... It might as well not be on the green. For him to hit that, and the roar when he hit the putt in was it was so good.
And it just trickled in so satisfyingly as well.
So good.
Like, I was sure he left it short, and then it just disappears. It was brilliant. Again, like, deserved, I think, because of the big up and downs on 11, 14. Then the I suppose just taking your medicine approach on 16 as well.
And then to stand on the 72nd hole, knowing the day before you hit a good shot and it just went a foot too far left into the water, double bogey, and that not to affect you, and to stand up and hit the longest shot off that tee shot.
Yeah, like,
in the shot
he took it on
375 yards. Like, that's insane. And to say that beforehand, I'm going to hit the best shot of my life. Like, to actually come out and say that and then do it and deliver. You have to, like, golf needs superstars outside of Rory and outside of Scotty Scheffler on the PGA Tour. We need people like Cam Young to step up and challenge.
We'll get into that. I have an opinion on that superstar thing. You're not going to like it.
All right,
you're going to hate it.
Why don't you not get into it now?
No, just move on.
Keep
going.
Okay, all right. But yeah, no, he's announced himself properly, and he is going to be a major, major threat in the majors this year.
Yeah, 100%. Because we do like the stories of, like, the likes of Jacob Bridgman or Austin Smotherman being up there, and, you know, Batia and all these guys, but there's no juice with them.
Yeah,
there's a bit of juice when it comes to Cam Young. But yeah, like, looking at the leaderboard on the week overall, there's a lot of lads just simmering, you know, nicely going into the Masters.
Yeah,
and you're going to hate the 3 lads I'm after picking out. You're going to absolutely hate it. So I'm starting to get behind JT again, Justin Thomas.
No. That was my one good takeaway, that Justin Thomas fell away in the last round. He was cheering on, and he duffed the chip thing, and he put the putt in. I was going,
no, to go all Jason Cundy on it, I'm seeing encouraging signs. Brooks Koepka, I'm seeing encouraging signs.
I'll buy into Bruce, yeah.
Jordan Spieth, I'm lumping on for the
Bitcoin.
Masters.
Yeah, Mr. Bitcoin. Yeah. Listen, there is nothing more I would love than to see Jordan Spieth feature at the Masters.
We need these guys.
But I don't know about need them, like.
We do.
Justin Thomas.
We do. Spieth was unbelievable all week. Like, he throws in 2 doubles and a triple, but then goes and has 5 birdies in a row in the same day. It's unbelievable stuff. Like, kamikaze stuff at times, and probably
it's so relatable.
He hits the shots like a 12 handicapper, then just recovers in a way that you can never ever imagine. And it's probably this kamikaze nature that's the reason why he's outside the top 60 in the world. He's no longer, like, in his pomp, but, like, he's over his wrist injury. He said he's feeling really good about it. I know he's a bit nuts, but I think he's going really well at the moment.
Yeah, all right. The group's behind then. Fitzy.
It's weird that we're coming onto the podcast after somebody bogeyed the last to lose, and I think we're both going to say he didn't do anything wrong.
No, he didn't, in fairness.
Like, he felt he hit a good tee shot there, and then he actually backed himself to take it up and down rather than try and take on a Hollywood shot and actually end up putting it in the water.
And he hit an unbelievable pitch as well.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to stop it back to that pin. Like, he couldn't do anything better than that. And yeah, he backed himself to get up and down, and, you know, just wasn't able to. There's nothing really you can do about that.
He never really gets the plaudits he deserves, Fitzy, for the type of player. Like what he did with McIlroy in Dubai back a few months ago. And then he comes from 5 back here and puts himself right in the mix. And it's nice to see a tournament like this that, we'll get into Åberg, and he did throw it away, for want of a better way. But like Fitzy and Cam made him make mistakes. They kept him honest.
Yeah, but Fitzy's been playing well for the best part of a year now again. Like I know he fell away there after Rome, but since the PGA Championship last year, he's obviously won at the Tour Championship and the DP World Tour. And he's 9 worldwide top 10 finishes outside of that. And his runner-up yesterday was his first top 3 finish on the PGA Tour since 2023. So like there's serious form there as well.
Yeah, no, he's just a ballsy player. He's just a proper steely. We'll ignore the fact that he's a Sheffield United fan.
Proper bladesman.
Himself and Bamford and all them. They can all Calvin Phillips, all them lads. Gone.
What? I thought Calvin Phillips was the Yorkshire Perlo. The greatest player of all time.
Was. He sold out, unfortunately. But no, Fitzy, I don't know. Where would you be on Fitzy? Do you think he'll kick on from this? Do you think he'll have a good season?
On. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
He's already having.
No, I know.
Good season.
Do you think he'll win?
Yeah, I think he'll win once.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
He'll probably go and win the RBC Heritage again or something.
Ludvig. I don't know where to go with this because he didn't do much wrong. But he did.
It didn't.
Catastrophic. It was a pure Lowry, like one bad swing, right, throw it on the bin.
It didn't surprise me.
Really?
No. I think he has it in him.
He does. 54 holes. He doesn't have a good record of closing out.
I think he struggled to break 70 in most of his final rounds in 2024 as well. There was that stat label against him. I know he's got 2 wins.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I never quite was fully thinking, right, was he 3-4 shots clear? This is pretty much done.
Yeah.
I was always waiting for someone to just put some pressure on him. And then the shots on 11 and 12 were just ridiculous. But you could see from that stage, he completely quickened up, lost his routine. Even though like he always looks like he's pretty poker faced, you could see in those big, ridiculously wide eyes that there was a bit of panic.
Yeah. No, he was like, and you know, playing under pressure is a skill. Like it doesn't just come natural. It might to some, but you need to get yourself in the mix, get yourself used to it. He's not quite there. He's where Cam was a year ago.
Yeah, like it's
in the mix on that. He'll learn from it and he'll do things, but he's been working. Would you question his mentality, or do you think it's more swing related and it's more working on that, or would you question, does he have it between the ears?
I'd say it's decision making. Taking driver on 12 was madness.
I think he's frizzled at that stage. So taking the 11th first, considering what he did the day before, spot well to the 4 and knocked it in for eagle. He missed that green with that approach, and that's the one. If
by
he just
mile.
If he kept, we said this about Lowry a few weeks ago. Just keep your ball on dry land, you win that golf tournament.
Yeah,
from where he was.
But then you also have to consider he is still essentially straight out of college.
Yeah, he's super aggressive as well.
There's such a learning thing to be done with this. Like looking at his major results, he's top 10s in the Masters. Then outside of that, it's pretty ordinary. He's missed 4 cuts in his 2 years in the majors, and you get the sense that he's still learning his way in the game, even though everyone renowns him as world superstar. I wasn't going to say world beater because we've learned there's a distinction there now. Yeah. But he is still learning the game, I think, as well, and has top 10s, but I can't really remember the last time he was properly in the mix and contention since winning the Genesis. So from that point of view, it's difficult, as you said before, to get your mind back in the frame of being in contention again after being out of it for so long almost. And you could see he left the gate open for lads to walk in, and when he fell off the gate, he couldn't get back on. Yeah,
he was like, even putting on the front nine before that, he had a bad putting round. I think he was 70 out of 70 to 3 players. It wasn't it wasn't a weekend win, but at the same time, if he just finds dry land with a second shot in 11, he's in cruise control.
Yeah.
He really was in cruise control, but like, you just never expect a young, confident guy like him that's hitting all the right shots to hit one shot that just catastrophically blows everything up. And he goes and follows it up. Like, I'd even question taking driver on 12.
Oh,
He was the only
iron
one.
all day.
Well, you didn't even see it on the TV, but if you look at it on ShotLink, Torbjornsson that played with him, he hit driver off it as well. He did the exact same thing, and he was up first.
Interesting.
So he hit the exact same shot. It's the only place you can't go.
Yeah.
And he hits that, and then our man steps up and does the same thing. Like,
but like he'd so much going for him, even like before 11. Like Cam Young and Matty Fitz didn't birdie 9 or 11.
Well, they didn't go for 12 either.
And they've given them a shot.
I know
Matty Fitz birdied 12, but
yeah, but not with driver.
Yeah, I know, but they've essentially, like, they're not putting the foot down at this stage on Ludvig. He just opened it up for everybody else.
Yeah, 11 opened it up, and then 12 just sealed it. Like, he was gone. But yeah, he did. Them two boys, they just dragged each other down in that final round. Unfortunately, they're mates. They live close by. They do a bit of practice there, but that last group, they were the only two players in the last 6 group that actually hit driver off that tee as well. Nobody else bothered to take it on, and he takes it on after hitting. Because even on Sky, do you remember, like, watching it on Sky, and it showed a slow-mo of him through impact on 11. Did you see that?
No.
So it was a slow-mo of, like, his club face, and it so come off the toe, but it stayed straight because he had let it go. It obviously hit such a toe hook then off 12.
Yeah.
The exact same strike location. It just, gear effect just took it more. But
what he would have done to have kept the toe open on that one.
Oh yeah, but that's the thing. But yeah, that's inexperience. That's just youth. You never follow a bad shot like that with a mistake, and he did, and he's paid the ultimate price. But he gave a really good interview afterwards again.
Yeah,
as well. Like,
I was watching that, and Lowry's interview after the Cognizant obviously is still fresh in our mind, because you don't really get players coming out and speaking after they've essentially thrown away the tournament.
Yeah,
and it's great that maybe they'll start to do more of this. But maybe it should come with the caveat that you're not allowed to ask dickhead questions.
Yeah.
Just let them say what they're feeling, and then leave it at that. But it was good to hear how he felt at that time, and obviously how he's feeling now. It's a great insight, because I don't really care about what Cam Young said when he won. It's more about what they say when they lose.
He did give a good interview, though. Did you watch his full presser?
No, I didn't have time for that.
I stayed up and watched it. It was good. He was very open about, like, I'm feeling it inside. Like, I'm really feeling this, but I'm never going to give you guys anything. I'm never going to give anybody anything.
Yeah.
As in,
but he never smiles or does any reaction at all.
But he says that he has it inside. He said, like, yeah, I'm smiling now, but it's not showing in my face. I'm really happy I've done this. But he said, I just don't give much away. It's just the way I am. And there's a lot to be said for that, just keeping your emotions in.
He wasn't even smiling for the family picture.
Yeah.
For God's sake.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't hold that against him. I like, there's something cool about Cam Young.
Yeah, there is, to be fair.
There's something, he just has it, whatever it is. He's a cool guy, and he's
devout Christian. Is that a win for the good guys?
Yeah.
He was at Mass on Sunday morning.
What?
Was at Mass on Sunday morning, yeah.
Him and Scotty and
probably
Ted.
They're
Sunday
all Bible
sermon.
bashers. They're
Sunday
all
sermon.
Bible bashers.
They have a lot to be thankful for, in fairness.
They do, yeah.
Getting 4 million a week. I'd be thanking God as well. I'd be going to Mass. But no, Ludvig, I still think Ludvig is, like, he's a generational talent, and he will figure it out. He is. There's no question. He is a future major champion, multiple major champion.
Ah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's like losing the players isn't going to, make or break a career. I wouldn't say there'd be too much scar tissue off it, to be honest.
I don't think there's any. I'd say he's forgotten it today. He's moved on, and that's it. So yeah, and he'll work on those things. He admitted it himself afterwards. Like, you remarked on how fast he got, and he said, I know I get fast when I'm under pressure. My takeaway gets really fast, and my transition gets fast, and just don't quite sync things up,
Should be deleting those Rory McIlroy quotes from about 3 hours earlier. Did you see that?
No.
He pretty much said Ludvig is, pretty much unflappable, brilliant
Oh,
to
did
have
he?
in a Ryder Cup environment and everything. He's just so laid back. I was like, oh my god,
And then,
a bit like you at Larry last week.
oh,
Once
look at. I'm sure if you ask Rory
cursed
this
words,
week, Rory
cursed words.
he'll double down.
He probably will.
He probably will. Yeah, no. Right on the other. Might as well stick with Rory. What were your thoughts on him this week? He played.
He played. And
He's
that was about it.
obviously
He turned
carrying.
up.
He's
Yeah.
He had a lot of flips going on, a lot of like stalling.
The first day
body.
there was, but it gradually improved from there. A funny the golf gods and whatever you believe in, they have a funny way of kind of kicking you when you're down. He'd so many below the feet lies and above the feet lies and in that first round, but like he improved steadily as it went on. Again, hasn't putted well this year. I don't.
No,
think.
that was his worst putting week of the season as well. That's the worrying thing.
Yeah.
Is he was pretty much bottom of the field for putting for the week.
Looking at his stats here, he was 43rd off the tee in round 1, 9th in round 2, 48th in round 3, and then first in the final round. But putting was 61, 67, 68, and 96 from round 4 to 1, working back. Like, that's awful.
Yeah, no, it is awful.
So I think his back is fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't I don't think the back is a problem. I just think it'll be interesting to see what he does from here, because he's already laid out a stall going his next start in his head is the Masters. He has to play one of these next events.
He said he might.
Yeah, I think
he said if he's going to go home and practice and sort of
he needs another event.
Go back into the gym routine and go back to practicing his normal at home. But then he said if I get itchy feet, he might add another one. So it's going to be one of the 2 Texan events.
Yeah.
And I think he should play as well.
Yeah, I'd play the week before the Masters if I was him.
Yeah. Whereas play, the result is inconsequential. Just play.
Oh, yeah, no, just get the reps in and all you want to do is have a good putting week. That's all. Just get your eye in. Scotty had a better weekend as well.
Yeah. Again, not quite at the races. But it's such a fine line because
He's so close.
It's so close, and we're talking about barely finishing outside, the top 10s and whatever. Like, what was he saying on the Wednesday, or was it maybe even during the tournament? Like, if you'd asked me the other way around after, it was a win.
Some
of
guy
fourth,
asked a really cheeky
win of fourth,
question,
and then 12th and 24th. Well, if I went 24th, 12th first win, you'd say I'm in unbelievable shape.
Yeah,
and if McIlroy was going that way, we'd say McIlroy's going really well.
Yeah.
So it just showed. We said it last week, the standard that we hold him to. But yeah, still, when things aren't going his way, he is getting a bit ratty.
He's antsy. He's so antsy week in, week out. Like, it's funny. It's funny to watch. He will figure it out. Whether he figures it out this side of the Masters or not, I don't know. But like, this could be a Grand Slam year for him.
Yeah.
When you look at it, like he's one away from the Grand Slam.
One away. He needs the
US Open.
US Open, yeah.
Be interesting.
Yeah, a good putting weekend for him after being 96 in round 2. So
it's just his strokes gained off the tee is bad. His strokes gained approach, his iron play.
He's missing it both ways now.
Yeah.
And ironically, he's missing it more to the right, whereas usually he had that sort of left pull. So yeah, he's a lot of figuring out to do, I think.
No, he does. He's a lot more than Rory to be figured out, I think. I don't think one tournament is going to put him like... I think Rory's in a much clearer path to putting in a challenge at the Masters than Scotty, but I suppose Scotty's just one sync up away from bliss again in his head. So, Lowry and Power. I'll take Lowry.
You should take Lowry.
I'll take Lowry, all right? I'll take responsibility for this one. Inexplainably, like you said, he was going really well. At the start of round 1, then he nearly ran out as head stars coming down the stretch. Like, he just, every bit of water that was there. Like, 18 was criminal. Did you see the shot he hit into 17, actually? Great shot into 17.
Yeah.
Pulls out the birdie, then stands up on 18T, does that, drops into the water again. You're just going, oh my God. Like, what is going on
It's
here?
just the way it's going for him at the moment.
It's just compounding error on top of
It's
error.
always in the water as well.
It's always water balls. Yeah. It's but I'm still bullish on him. I do think he has a massive week. I thought one of the Florida events would have gotten him because he's such a good record down there, but It's how he takes this away. Is he bulling going to the Masters? Like, is he fuming? Dude, like, there's no water on 17 and 18 in Augusta, so there's a positive.
Yeah, there's also the caveat of he's played 5 weeks in a row now.
Yeah,
I'd
that's
say
a
he's
lot.
probably jaded.
Yeah, no, there is a lot to it.
Like, we always speak about getting back on the horse. I'd say after the Cognizant, he would have relished a week off more than getting back.
Hindsight, yes.
Hindsight, yeah.
Hindsight, but that's not like, they're two ciggies.
Yeah,
You can't. You can't. His mistake was probably playing the Cognizant.
Yeah, ironically
but then if he
enough,
didn't play that's the one course that he has like an unbelievable record on, so he's going to play. So, yeah, it's just one of those things, the way the events are stacked. I don't know, is Shane down to play in the next 2 weeks before the Masters?
He's not down to play the Valspar this week anyway. There's no Irish in the Valspar, so give Mark the weekend off. No, and then the PGA Tour fields don't come out until the Friday of, so I'm sure Séamus has to play one of the two.
No, I was just gonna say.
Anyway.
I was just gonna say. I'm sure if Rory plays, Shane might he might like get a snake his way onto the plane there now and get a lift down, lift back, be grand. Nice handy one. Then to the Masters. So yeah, no, it'll be an interesting one. Séamus Power, got himself a 1 ball on Saturday morning, just made the cut.
Yeah,
got through. You called it. You called it last week. This tournament is just a bit early for him. He's still playing, swaying a little, and working on a lot of stuff. Things haven't quite fallen into place for him, but to get in there to make the cut to do what he did, I think he'll take a bit from this week. He never really got it going at the weekend, but it's good reps on a proper golf course. I just don't know when he's going to get into a next signature event. That's the problem.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see he's not playing this week in the Valspar. Yeah, because he played there before, and I think he's a decent record there.
Yeah.
But, yeah, finishing next to last. Doesn't lose any FedEx Cup points. He's still 91st. Fell 3 places to 160th in the world. And just after that 11th place in the Farmers Insurance, he's just let things go a little bit again.
Yeah.
But like I said it last week, he wasn't really confident with his ball striking over the last few weeks. And I'd say going to the players, not really knowing where the ball is going is obviously a difficult place to be, but he did do well to make the cut. Like, he was gutsy in the end. Just a shame he couldn't, put some sort of a weekend together.
Yeah. All in all, I really enjoyed this tournament.
Yeah.
That's 6 of the last 7 players, and it's down to the golf course a lot as well. 6 of the last 7 players, only 1 shot in it in each of the last 7 tournaments, and a playoff. I would have liked a 3-hole playoff.
Yeah,
Cam and Fitzy would have been good because they were both on it, but c'est la vie.
Yeah, and there was good bits of sportsmanship between the two players as well.
Yeah.
I have a question for you actually before we leave this event.
Yeah.
What does a ball striker's course mean? Is it specifically related to players who can only hit the ball but are shy putters? Because are they not all ball strikers?
No. To me, a ball striker's course is more your approach play, irons. Be able to plot your way around it. You're not you don't have to hit the ball far off the tee, but once you get it in play and you're able to shape it, like Shane Lowry would be your classic baller. Shapes it both ways, always up there near strokes gained approach, stats on the PGA Tour, stuff like that.
Yeah, no, McGinley said it there in round 1 or 2. It was all, you can see the leaderboard there, all ball strikers. And then he listed these players, and left Alexander Schauffele, who was leading.
Yeah,
is it just because he's a good putter? He's not exempt into that group. he was going on about Corey Connors, Matsuyama, and Sepp Straka.
Yeah, but they are all
they're shy putters.
But they're all strokes gained approach.
Yeah, they're shy putters.
Wizards. Yeah, but that's the separator, isn't it? Sepp Straka's a funny one actually.
Why?
It's just. He gets himself in the mix in these events so much, and then I fully expected him to be more in the mix in this, the way he was going about his business in the first couple of rounds, but then he's not there, and then you see the top 10 and he's just ever constant. He's such an underrated player.
Yeah, he is. Just, I don't know, we'll throw in a bogey on the par 5, and then, as we saw yesterday, a double out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It does that a little bit, but... Yeah, no, it was a lot of Europeans actually played well this week as well, which was good to see.
Just horrible to see an American flag going back up in the back of the 18th green again for the year.
Yeah, you can't stand it.
Like you get used to the European flags being up there. It's all good. Yeah, so the players, for me, massive. I loved it. I always enjoy this tournament. I get excited because we're a week or two away from the clocks change. You know when this happens, Cheltenham's done, Paddy's Day out the way, clocks change, we're back. You know, you start getting a bit more. You can get 9 holes in after work. There's just so much to love about this time of the year. And the lead into the Masters. And I'm not even going to ask you this week, are you looking forward? Because you're pissing me off at this stage. You're annoying me.
Why?
Because even Tiger landed his jet at Augusta the weekend. Like I'm tracking shit online. That's how much of an idiot I am. Like, oh, Tiger's going to the Masters. He's there practicing. You're going. You're like John Short when he went. Like the one Masters I missed over the last number of years. Well, 2 of them last year as well, but we won't go into that. But yeah, I remember John going in 2019, and it was like the man was going to a funeral. And he goes to see Tiger Woods, like the greatest comeback of all, well, since Anthony Kim. But like, yeah, phenomenal. But yeah, it was like he was going to a funeral there, marching out, going. I think he went to the golf course 4 or 5 times for the whole week, stayed in the media centre.
Yeah, well, look, some of us focus on the next tournament. I know we've no Irish, we've no Irish in the Valspar.
You're
but
eyeing up the snake pit.
It's all about the Women's Australian Open and the DP World PGTI Open on the Hotel Planet Tour.
Is that going ahead
At the moment, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can I go?
Yeah. Would you go to the Middle East now?
Depending on what route I had to go.
Exactly. Right, roundup. Let's move on from the players. Roundup. There wasn't an awful lot going on, like with tournaments being cancelled, Challenge Tour. Like we had Liv.
I'd live.
Out in Hong Kong.
Singapore. See, that says it all.
Sorry.
Says it all. And you're going to give out, you're giving out to me off camera for not watching it. You're like, oh, of course you didn't watch it.
I did watch it. It was on early in the morning.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was a good finish. It's not too often you see, like...
Yeah, it's not often you see what happened to Richard T. Lee.
Like, yeah, Bruce Lee, as I was calling him. It's like someone come up to him on the fairway and said, listen, His Excellency has requested you put in a 7 here. We need Bryson to win for this whole project. Otherwise, the 5 billion is down the drain that we've put into this. But they've got some stretch of winners. When you look at it, like Kim, then Ram, now Bryson. Like Bryson, he on the playoff, like to put your tee shot into the water and still win, he was not expecting that.
He looked absolutely shocked.
Yeah, he was shocked because your man Lee missed it. It was a terrible miss.
I was 2 feet at maximum.
Like, but still, he's well looked after for. But as a league, and this is why it's getting no momentum at all. For the winners they're getting individually, then you look at the team side. Like the 4 aces are so back.
Were they ever here in the first place?
Yes.
When?
Initially, when they came out first, the aces were the man.
Well,
back in Pat Perez day, yeah, double P when he was going around in the dunks. But no, they're so back, and I just didn't think that removing P. Reid was the answer to everything. But it seems Anthony Kim is the man, so they get another win. But it's just what I'm saying about momentum. It's getting no momentum. That here we had to be up at like 5 o'clock in the morning to watch this. You know, it ended at 8:30. In America, you're talking 2 o'clock in the morning. So no one knows this happened.
Yeah.
In America. Like no one knows Bryson won. Like no one cares.
Yeah.
That's the...
Like, I don't know. You're all right, thanks.
But that's the sad part about it. It is a good product. And it is good. But this is the issues with... We go on about the PGA Tour. And I do a lot about they need to bring it international. They need to bring it globally. But this is what happens when you get down that neck of the woods. It's half the world doesn't see it. And when America is part of half the world that doesn't see it, that's most of your commercial eyeballs gone.
Yeah. Did the Aussies get to see it?
I think, yeah, that's their neck of the woods, yeah.
Oh, that's all right then.
Yeah, they got to see it. But no, it's just one of those things. I really enjoyed this tournament. South Africa now this week again.
You can enjoy anything getting up at 5:30 in the morning.
We're back. No, Liv has been very watchable this year because they're getting good winners. And the Majestics are cat.
Yeah.
So
well, now, hold on.
Westwood done well this week.
Westy pulling up the rear there, so he is.
Poulter's busy doing...
Captain Fantastic.
He's busy opening up the chat for an hour and airplanes and stuff like that and being asked stupid questions. But right, I think that's it. Roundup, the event else to cover on Roundup.
Yeah, Graham McDowell.
Oh,
Another hole in one.
a whole back-to-back bins.
So he's going for 3 in a row this week in South Africa.
Do they give them anything for hole in ones and live? They pay them enough, but I don't.
Pay them enough, yeah.
I don't know.
They should, like.
No, especially if you've 2.
You know, like, yeah, I don't know.
It's one of those things. But no, it is good to see him back trending.
Yeah, it actually is.
I like G-Mac. I've always had a soft spot for
So
G-Mac.
do I.
So, yeah, he's misunderstood. He's not a politician.
No, he's not a
politician.
No.
Right, anything else on Roundup?
Yeah, the Junior Invitational was on
Sage Valley.
during the Sage Valley. Tom McKibben, former winner.
Yeah.
John Doyle was 28th out of 36 players on 11 over. But guess who came last?
Andy Ogletree.
No.
Who?
Oh, come on, guess. Come on, have an educated guess. It's a junior event. You know, some very, very famous son of a very famous father.
Not Charlie Woods, did he?
Yeah, stunk it out at the weekend.
No.
So he was going all right ahead of John Doyle after rounds of 75 and 76, but proceeded to absolutely stink out the joint. 83-80 over the weekend, 26 over, last by 10 shots.
He just had his eye on his dad flying into Augusta down the road. Well, I'm going to Augusta National tomorrow. I don't care. Do you think Charlie Woods will ever amount to anything golf wise? It's too hard.
It's too hard.
Like, and he doesn't need to. Like, it's very, like, none of Jack Nicklaus's kids really achieved anything on their playing side of things.
No.
Gary Player's kids busy flashing golf balls around the golf course and stuff and selling Masters tickets. It's hard. It is a hard one. There's a lot of pressure on the kid. He looks a proper player, but there's a lot more hunger out there for that. So yeah, sidetracked. Right, that it from Roundup.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Right, heroes and villains.
I've gone for Sudarsh and Yela Maraju.
I'm glad you said his name first for heroes. I had him listed down as heroes. Well, just the backstory is class.
Yeah, I couldn't afford to go to college, learn the game himself, and I suppose backing yourself. And you know, we may never see him again. This could have been a one and done kind of week.
Yeah, nice one to have your one.
I was delighted to see him get the top 10, even though he looked fairly nervous coming down the 18th. But no, it was a good story, and I can President's Cup, telling you.
Really, do you think so?
Canadian, yeah, no, probably not. Well, you don't know.
He's Indian.
He's Canadian.
Yeah.
Even if he is Indian, that doesn't matter. He can still play President's Cup.
I know, yeah.
He's got double eligibility.
So, yeah, I think heroes, yeah. There's no one else that stood out.
There was no one else really on.
No. Heroes, so villains.
I went with the American crowd.
Oh, have you been reading my screen?
No.
Like
I was trying to.
USA. Yeah, you have been reading my notes.
I haven't.
Yeah, it's just I hate this. I hate the whole. Does he Fitzy talking about after the round as well, saying I actually laugh about it.
That's why this event can't be a major. It was so petty, and it was like their hearts weren't really in it.
Yeah.
They're just booing for the sake of it. I think if you need to go to Bethpage levels or like US Open or USPGA levels to be a major in terms of your booing.
Yeah, but it was the whole USA chant. They just love us and them situation, don't they? They turn everything into it's red or blue.
From the 14th.
Vote this side, vote that side. You can't support them if you support them. Like, it's mental.
From the 14th on, it was proper USA.
Yeah. I blame Ludvig.
Yeah,
he had them all quiet.
He did,
and
actually.
He opened the door and he let the mentlers in. But it's just the mashed potatoes, light the candle, all that. You're used to it, but then when it's like, not a fan.
No.
Not a fan. And this was in Florida, not New York. Like, so you expect a bit better, but I suppose it's in America.
Do you?
No, not really. So yeah. That's pretty easy heroes and villains now. No controversy, no debate. Stop reading my notes.
I'm not reading I can't even see them. Your font is like 6.
Right, I think that's it for the week.
Yeah, I think
no clowns. I've no clowns listed.
No. I had you listed as a clown to Mark, but that's more of a private joke.
I thought it was about the Lowry stuff, but I nailed that in the head.
I think it could have been
early doors. Right, yeah, I think that's a wrap. We even though there's no Irish in the Valspar, there's plenty of other stuff going on this week. We'll be updating you on irishgolfer.ie. If you do want to have a look at our events, irishgolfer.ie/events for all the latest events. There is one thing happening actually in a couple of weeks' time here at our office in Kinseely Grange on the driving range with McGurk's, and over in Leopardstown as well. They've the TaylorMade tour truck coming into town. So if you are looking to get a proper custom fit from some of the best TaylorMade fitters in Europe that are coming across with the tour truck that's going to pull up here, you can get a VIP experience, like get the top fit for all the product. VIP experience, go around the tour truck, have a look at how the pros get fit week in, week out. There's limited amount of spots available. If you go to mcgurksgolf.com, you'll be able to see where that is and book it in. So yeah, I would advise that because it's such a good experience, much better than what you'd get, I suppose, in a shop or something like that. That to get the tour level experience of that is just something different. So do visit mcgurksgolf.com and have a look at that. There's a big banner on the top of the website steering you to that. So that's it for this week. And yeah, cheers for tuning in, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye.